So the next section, the last word we're going to learn about here is occult. Okay, everyone say this word. You say occult. Occult means hidden, meaning to conceal or to hide something. So we see the girl, she has her eyes covered, she cannot see. Occult. And we see the picture, it says ag gag. So these people over their mouths, they have a gag. And the word ag gag, it means agricultural gag, when people are not allowed to speak about or learn about farms and what's happening on farms. So occultism means to hide things. So let's just have a look here. So occult literally means to keep things hidden, out of sight. You can either literally hide something away or makes it something difficult to see clearly. Yeah, a lot of meat eating, a lot of the truth about where meat comes from. It's occulted, it's hidden. And now the word occult, it literally comes from the Latin word, which means to hide, to conceal, to keep something hidden. So what do we see in the picture here? We see a man with a camera, and he's taking pictures of farm animals. So very often we'll see pictures of farm animals, but the pictures look very nice, right? If you go to KFC, the pictures look very nice and it makes you want to eat the food. If you saw pictures of what the animals actually look like, you might not want to eat the food because the pictures are very horrifying. Many governments around the world are making it illegal for you to go in and take pictures of factory farms. So this is a definition, an example of occultism. So we're just going to watch a very short video, which is going to explain this here.
Oh my God, oh my God.
A woman records what appears to be a live cow being pushed by a bulldozer.
And that bulldozer?
Yes, he's alive.
She was filming from public land. The farm owner drove up and confronted her.
You cannot videotape my property from public property.
Why are you concerned about being filmed if you have no problem, you think this is a legitimate business?
It is a legitimate business.
Utah prosecutors charged the woman with agricultural operation interference.
Am I free to leave or am I being detained?
You're being detained.
But she was on public land. They dropped the charges several months later. But what if she'd sneaked onto a farm to record what she considered animal abuse? More than 100 such investigations have been done. Activists pose as farm workers and secretly record the way animals are treated.
An animal rights group released this undercover video of the dairy farm. It shows workers hitting, kicking, and throwing young calves. We are not showing the most disturbing parts of the video.
Farmers upset about these recordings are persuading politicians to
essentially outlaw these undercover investigations.
The controversial ag-gag law.
The sixth state to pass an ag-gag law.
There are activists stalking farms to try to capture something that the public doesn't understand.
Kay Johnson Smith speaks for a farm group that supports the ag-gag laws, though they don't call them that.
We would call it farm protection. Farm protection.
What about everybody else? Why do you get special protection?
The agricultural community is the only business community that this sort of tactic is really being used on right now.
I'm an investigative reporter. I can't do my job if there are laws that prevent me from showing things. Well, nobody believes it if you don't see it.
These activist groups want to eliminate all of animal agriculture.
Brittany, you're holding a dead body.
This group live streams its protests on Facebook.
You saw a dumpster with hundreds of dead birds?
Many of the activists stormed into the farm. Some stole some of the baby ducklings.
We were just able to rescue almost 30 baby ducks.
Others chained themselves to the entrance of the farm.
Later, the activists released this video of the 30 stolen ducklings, adding music and showing the birds running around, apparently happy. They stole those ducks after seeing this earlier undercover video of injured ducks at the farm.
Mercy for Animals says their undercover investigations have led to criminal charges.
Ag-gag laws often prevent such investigations, which is why farm states pass them.
A bill making it illegal to apply for a job in a farming operation under false pretenses.
But what about free speech?
Ag-gag laws chill speech.
Lawyer Amanda Howell speaks for the Animal Legal Defense Fund, a group that says ag-gag laws are unconstitutional. And they did get several states' laws struck down. Iowa then just passed a new law.
Ag-Gag 2.0.
A bipartisan bill trying again to stop people from lying to get onto farms.
These groups are exposing issues that are happening.
If they really cared about animals, they would stop it right then. Instead, they go weeks and months without reporting anything to the farm owners.
That's true. This investigation went on for months. Agricultural groups are now pushing laws that would force activists to report abuse quickly. Why don't they?
They want to make their movie. They want to make their sensational video.
It's because they care about the animals that they want to show that that's something that happens every day on these farms.
Consistent, constant abuse.
A company can say, this is a one-off. This is not just discrete actors. This is company policy.
They say they don't want to just correct the abuse on that farm. They want to change all farming practices.
What they really want is to stop people from eating meat, milk, and eggs.
Do you want people to stop eating meat?
I want people to act in their conscience.
But you didn't really answer the question. Do you want people to stop eating meat or eggs?
I think that, again, are we asking me personally, or are we asking the Animal Legal Defense Fund?
She never did give a direct answer.
Workers at the turkey farm abusing the birds.
Animal rights activists have exposed things that need exposing.
Walmart now taking a stand when it comes to the treatment of farm-raised animals.
How else would you have made these changes without sneaking into your farms?
Well, that's to say that farmers can't be trusted. And I think that
apparently in the past, some could not.
There are bad apples in every industry. However, I would say 99.9% of farmers in America, they do the right thing every single day. Farming isn't always pretty.
People have some right to privacy, no?
I think we should all be worried when corporations are supporting laws that impinge our right to free speech.
We should worry. Whatever you think of the activists, and I have problems with many of them, government shouldn't pass special laws that prevent people from revealing what's true.
And just to recap, let's get some practice using our new vocabulary words in a paragraph here. So this is a paragraph about the word occults, and it says, factory farms want to keep their work occulted. They are causing violence and they don't want people to see it. They have created ag-gag laws, agricultural/farm occultism, in order to stop you from seeing what they really do. So that's just a summary of the word occult and what it has to do with factory farming. And this is the type of reaction you get from most people when you ask them where their food comes from, if they know anything about their nutrition source, or if they know anything about how karma works. Most people don't have a damn clue. They're fast asleep, or they're awake putting garbage into their mouths, garbage into their minds. It's a very sad time to be a human being. It makes me very ashamed to be a human being on planet Earth at this time. And what we see here, we see a symbol. So you're going to see this symbol in many places. We most commonly see this symbol on the WHO, on the WHO symbols, the World Health Organization. And this picture, this symbol, it's a very old symbol. You'll see it in many other places. So the World Health Organization, what do we think of the World Health Organization? Are they doing a good job? Absolutely not. They are doing a horrifying job right about now. But that symbol, it's very interesting. That symbol you might see in some other places. So something very different from the World Health Organization is the Church of Satan. Have we all heard of the Church of Satan before? Yes, Satan is evil. We should stay away from Satan. But there's a lot of interesting imagery going on here. And what do we see on Satan's chest, over his stomach? Oh, we see the same symbol as we see from the World Health Organization. Oh my goodness. The World Health Organization and the Church of Satan have the exact same symbol. That's very strange. Yeah, the Church of Satan has the same symbol. And that symbol itself is not an evil symbol. It's the symbol of Hermes. And it's actually a very old symbol. It's been around since perhaps Babylon, thousands of years ago. The symbol itself is not evil. It's just a symbol. Can represent some good things or negative things. Depends on how you look at it. So the symbol itself is not evil. It's a symbol of Hermes. However, we should always pay attention to who is using these symbols. We should always pay attention to which types of people are using these types of symbols. Where and when we see these symbols is important. So when we see the Church of Satan and the WHO using the same symbol, might be a bit of an interesting overlap there. I wonder what else they may or may not have in common. We don't know.